What we need is simple. We have the force in the society to turn all this back. They need some leadership. They need some people who can think and who have courage and are high-minded to take the lead. And by the way, those people are in office right now. I named several of them. They're, you know, I just had an inspiring couple of days, right? And a lot of those people I've known for a long time. Their characters are fantastic. And they're not on the list of people who might run for president. One of them might run, actually. Pence from Indiana says he might run. Here's what he says. He's such a self-effacing, fine, talented guy. He says, I was saying for a long time that I have a calling not to run for president, and I'm not saying that anymore. Which is not saying he's got a calling to do it, right? And he means that. He's a very self-restrained man. So there's two jobs, right? And one is whip up the people, communicate with them. You know, and to the extent you can teach them about the meaning of their country. You know, we do that. We're going to have an online course so everybody can understand the Constitution. And it'll be simple and complex, depending on how far you go. But then the other thing is find some people who are really great and try to get them into positions of influence. So I'm going to try to make a few congressmen famous. And I go around to them. As you can tell, I'm a frightful lecturer. I've been ruined by my job in one respect, and I had a native tendency that way anyway. So I go and sit with these powerful people and tell them how they ought to do their work. And they like it. You know, at least they ask me back. And they do because they know I love them. And one of the things I tell them is friendship is the deal. So you guys all have to get together and work. And you've got to not care who gets elected governor and attorney general and president. You've got to serve now. Country really needs you. It needs the best in you. It needs your selflessness and your high-mindedness and your cooperation. And they know that. You know, who are they? I'll name them. Paul Ryan, Mike Pence, Tom McClintock, John Shadegg. I'm forgetting some now, but there's, 15, 20, 30 of them, maybe 40. Fortenberry, I just met him yesterday, walking down the hall. He's from Nebraska. He's just great. So the point is, so by the way, the two elements necessary are in place. They're just not in the right order. Now, it matters a lot the next 2 or 3 or 4 months. Everything should be done. I actually just hesitated to say this, but I'm a citizen. I'm going to say it. It is my personal recommendation as a citizen, not deploying the resources of any organization represented here, that it is very urgent matter first to delay and then to defeat this bill that's going through the Senate right now. If it can be delayed, it might be beaten, and it will be mighty good for the country if it can be beaten, because it will put infrastructure in place that will be terribly hard to repeal. But never say that it will not be repealed. So there you go. And remember, what I just made today, I'll close with this point, was a defense of common sense. And we've all got that, don't we?